Ta-da! Okay. Wow, so many people. So, we'll give it a few minutes and wait for people to come on, maybe? We'll see. We've never done a live, so this is our first one. Oh look, we have somebody. Hey Paul.
Hi Paul.
Thanks for being our first one. Hey Jed. David, woohoo! Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Look, we're so popular. Oh, my gosh. Oh, what's up? Oh, look, there's Artem.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do?
Nope, we gotta give him a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're just gonna wait.
Guys, be patient, okay? We've never done this before.
We'll wait like 2 minutes, and then we'll start. So.
Hey.
We'll just do, what all the other influencers do. They say hi.
Is that what we're doing? Are we influencers
a
now?
Request to be in your live. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. This is first ever live, so we'll keep it simple, David. Sorry. All right, how many people? We got 8 people? I guess that's good enough. Well, welcome you guys. Oh, we lost somebody. Hey, come back. So this is our first live. This is Mom.
Hi, this is Frances.
We'll just call her Mom. Yeah, so bear with us. We're definitely a little nervous. So thank you for your questions. We got a few, not many, but we'll kind of go over questions that we get asked a lot too. So, but feel free to send any questions as we chat away. So yeah, I guess to start, this is us, and we've been shooting, for 3 years now?
3 years. We started during COVID because we were bored.
Yes, so we went on our first road trip during COVID, and that's when we began shooting. And yeah, she's always supported me. I've been modeling since I was 18. I'm 34 now. And yeah, so only up until like 3 years ago have we actually ever worked together. You could feel free to browse questions if you see them as they come up. So yeah, we've been shooting for 3 years, and then what we do is we basically we started local kind of. You want to help me out? I'm nervous.
Okay, no, the first place I think we went on a 13-state road trip. We were gone for almost...
I don't think it was 13 states.
It was 13 states. I counted.
Okay.
We went all the way to the Dakotas, and then we cut back through after going up the California coast.
Okay.
Do the math. And then we ended up in Utah and came back through California after we hit Arizona. Did we do New Mexico? I can't remember. We got to New Mexico. I remember that. I don't know if we shot anything there. So anyway, yes, that was, I think, our first.
Yeah, that was the first one back in 2020.
And we took a few weeks and slept in the car. And
yeah, that's how we do these trips. If you guys are curious, we sleep in the car, head to toe, and I think our longest one was 2 weeks, but they average about a week to a week and a half. And we keep moving. Like, we kind of pick where we're going to go. We have a final destination in mind, and then we're open to whatever we see on the road, the possibilities, abandoned places, or, just cool landmarks that we'll want to shoot at.
Frances is really good about picking up ideas along the way. Okay, we're going to this state, and this is what you should see, but then we get sidetracked all the time. We're constantly looking out the window, going down. Why are you laughing at me? This is all true.
You're so formal. Okay, we're both really nervous. Okay, let's just jump into the questions. Okay, that could be a better thing to do. Okay, thank you, David, for your questions. You offered a lot of things to go off. Okay. First question, have you considered joint portraits in a serious vein? Do you know what that means?
I do not.
Would you take a portrait with me? Like, very seriously? Like, we could take pictures together.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah? Would you?
I would actually let you be in a photo with me.
Oh, thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. So, yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we'll take pictures together.
Of course.
Yeah, why not? Let's see. Do you ever put Mom in front of the camera for serious shots as opposed to the silly behind the scenes? Another great question by my friend David.
No, she doesn't want to take pictures of me.
I totally would, but I don't know if she'd be comfortable with that. I don't know. I mean, maybe clothes. We've discussed it. Sometimes I think you get in these moments of confidence where she's like, yeah, I'll do it. But
I'm not as relaxed as Frances, of course. I'm not as relaxed as she is, but I don't know. It just depends on the situation and where we are, and I don't know.
So maybe.
I enjoy being behind the camera taking pictures of her
Yes.
because she's fun and she's such a pro. She knows exactly what to do. She does.
Mom.
It's true. It's true. We get to a place and I go, okay, show me where to stand. What do you want me to? How do you want me to click the camera?
Yeah, that's basically how it happens. We find a spot. We'll be driving. We find a spot, and they're nude, obviously. So I'll strip. And then I'll just do my thing. I go move around, and she just bounces around and just captures it. It's nothing. There's no real.
We don't really look at the light too much.
Yeah, no, we don't really know what we're doing most of the time.
We take thousands of pictures though, because I do.
Stop it!
No,
Don't
we
give
do.
us away.
I'm just saying, we do take thousands of pictures. And she goes, after we're done, she goes, yeah, I think we got one or two.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you guys know. I mean, you could really overdo an environment. So all you really need is a couple good shots from each spot. So that's what we do. And you know what we shoot on? We get this question a lot. A phone. We don't have a legit camera, so we use mine.
I would not even know how to work a legit camera.
Yeah, we're just frauds, really. So we use this phone, and then when this runs out of battery because it's been on the GPS all day, we jump to her phone. So that's what we do there. So, all right, another question by Doug. Whose idea was it to work together for your art? Was it a strange conversation at first? I
don't think it was ever strange. Amanda,
No.
I was bored. It was COVID. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, I think when we decided to go on the first trip, it wasn't supposed to be a shooting trip. Since we had never done that, so we were just going to go on a sightseeing road trip. And then I was like, "Do you think you can photograph me if we find something interesting?" And she's like, "Sure." And yeah, I think that was a cool experience for both of us because she got to see, naturally, I'm a very introverted person. So for her to see me in kind of my extroverted way of just not having any kind of restraints and just being able to emote anything I wanted, I think it was, and for her to witness that and just appreciate it, it was such a unique experience. And now we've just developed such a cool bond over it.
It was a side of her I definitely didn't know, and now I know everything about her right now.
Yes,
everything. I've seen it all.
She's seen it all. Maybe more than she wants to see.
To the point where I'm too comfortable, I forget that what we're doing perhaps is not.
It's not normal.
It's not normal, and it's not okay in a lot of people's world. But for us, we don't feel that way.
Yeah.
We're just having a good time, and it's a passion. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And when we get, I love it. And when we get that shot and she sends it to me and she goes, oh yeah, this is it. This is a good one. This is it.
She gets that same feeling. I'm sure, most of you watching this, you're on the photography creative, you're all creative. So you know, when you get those shots, you just feel it's like nothing you can explain. So the fact that we could share that together and we create that is just magic.
That's not how we act, trust me.
Are you kidding? Yes, we do.
I get that vibe that she is happy, and as a mom, I really do appreciate when we get a winner, when we actually get the shot or we turn something that's nothing into something. That's what's pleasing. That's what's rewarding.
Yeah, like those places you would just drive past and just be like, oh, what? And we make it art.
We get out of a car and start walking, and I see a water drain, and I'm like, this could do it. This could be something.
She has the vision. Like I can't take all the credit. Like she knows. I think we've worked together for so long now that we have a combined vision, right? Like Yeah. Okay.
Well, something, you just see it and you go, okay, I'm not about, okay, I see it. No.
Yeah.
I go, let's try this. Let's see what happens. And then other times she goes, it's not working for me.
Yeah, it's, you guys know, it's all about a feeling you get. So let's see. How long have we been shooting? We've been shooting
During
together.
COVID, we got started because we had nothing better to do.
Yeah, we've been shooting together for 3 years now.
And then I got the bug, and she had the bug. And now we just keep thinking, where are we going next?
Not the COVID bug.
Not the COVID
bug. The shooting bug, All right, so that was a question. Let's see. Oh, breathtaking. Thank you, Dennis. Oh, this is an interesting question. How do you keep in shape on the road? Is there a specific diet and exercise plan you follow?
All right, we can't be honest because they'll hate us.
No, oh gosh, I'm red.
I'm addicted to gummies. I'm not gonna lie.
Can we clarify what gummies you're referring to, lady? She likes Harborough gummy bears, like non-CBD gummies. Like she's a good one.
But I will tell you, Frances does not eat until after the shoot is done. So she gets a little bit angry with Mom sometimes.
Yeah, well, I mean, anything I eat, I bloat. So we always have to do our shoots in the morning, so I can eat after and be okay.
And then we celebrate. That was a good morning. We got a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
We got a lot of shots. So, and then we eat what we want.
Yeah, that's good. But normally there's not a whole lot of exercising going on. I mean, shooting it alone for both of us is a workout because we're both moving around. But no, we're on the road for so little time. It's a week, 2 weeks. We don't really take that into consideration. You do what you gotta do. You live off gas station food. It's nothing glamorous, but you do what you gotta do for the art, right?
And we do it on a budget. It's not like we're going to a ton of restaurants. We're couponers.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay. Anyway.
Well, we're not going to 4 or 5 star restaurants. We are definitely not doing that.
It's supposed to be after photography. What are we talking about? Oh, let's see. Ron asked, are you and your mom going to road trip north of the border? Wink, wink. I would love to. I think we were going to last fall. We made it all the way to northern Washington, and we almost went into Canada, but that trip was only
close.
Yeah, that trip was only a week, so I hope we can do that again and actually make it across the border, because I've never been to Canada.
Well, they had more restrictions back then, so now maybe they'll let us in. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Who do we have to talk to?
Yeah. Yeah, send us your questions, because we're going off on tangents here. What else? What else do you guys want to know? Oh, yes, they do. Yeah. What other places do we want to go?
Well, we haven't been on the East Coast. We've done a lot of the southern states. We've gone to Mississippi, Louisiana. We didn't get to Alabama yet, right?
Yeah, we did.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alabama.
She's from Mississippi, so that's why if you guys see that we tag a lot of the West Coast, is because obviously we live here, but then there's some random shots in the South. That's because we go visit my mom's side.
We've got a lot of family in Mississippi, so we have a lot of options there, and it's a lot of fun. It's totally different than everything you find on the West Coast.
Yeah, the foliage. Yeah, how often do you model? These are together questions, Jed. Single questions could be left separately. Have you had run-ins with the law? Oh, good question.
How much can we say without getting in trouble?
Oh, we're fine. Okay, so some of you have heard this story before. Would you like to tell it? You're really good at telling this story.
Okay, I don't need to go into details, but Montana, we love you. We do. We love the rolling hills and all that, but we are not allowed to go back to that state ever again.
Don't exaggerate.
Well, he told us, so you've got to leave the state. Please go now.
Tell the story.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
It's all right.
So we were shooting in Montana. I think it was Pelvina, Montana. This was our first road trip back in 2020. And shooting on hay bales, and then a cop gets called on us. I guess we weren't discreet enough. So we were shooting on the hay bales. the cop comes in and he's like, you can't be here, you're on private property. And she's, she bartends. She can talk her way out of anything. So she's like, oh, we didn't see a sign. And I'm just like on the hay bales naked, just
and he
trying
goes,
to be. Yeah, the sign is right there. It says no trespassing. So while I'm up on the hay bales trying to get down, being
this is a
discreet.
pyramid of hay bales like this, like 5 tall. And
So-
she's on the very top, and all you can see is her legs dangling. That's it.
Yeah, so long story short, yes, we did get in trouble with the law, but we're smooth talkers, so all he did was kindly escort us out of Montana into North Dakota.
He followed behind us until we were out of his
Yes.
state.
But, we didn't get any tickets, so we're all good. So, yes. Let's see, we get some questions. Is there anywhere, if not the U.S. or the world, you would like to travel? I'm assuming you mean to shoot. Yeah, I mean, we'd go
Tahiti
anywhere.
would be great.
Yeah, well, because, we're very thrifty and use coupons. So, don't sell me out, Mom.
I'm an
People
honest
don't know how
person,
cheap I am.
though. She's not cheap. She's thrifty.
Okay, yes, we would love to travel any and everywhere, except we use our car to sleep in,
And the car, let me tell you, it's a. Can we say it's a?
Yeah, it's a
Toyota
No, what you-
CHR.
Oh, your car.
Yeah, we did that for the 2 weeks.
You want to say your license plate number
No,
too?
I'm just saying this is how small these cars are. It's not like we're in a big giant van or anything, But she's small. I'm not huge, so it works.
Yeah, so what I was getting at is we use, we're resourceful, so traveling out of the country would be a lot more difficult and expensive, which comes to my next question, actually. Somebody asked if I wanted to donate money, where could I do so?
Fill them in. Let them know.
So you guys can DM me directly, and we'll talk about that. Just kidding. We want your donations, actually, yes, we do. All right, so
Most difficult place to shoot at.
Ooh.
Well, of course, we have to find discreet locations or go early in the morning. Early. I'm just saying, it has to be early because we went to the sand dunes.
Oh, no.
Remember the sand dunes?
No, what was hard was, I'm sure, most of you are photographers. You've all shot there, is the Utah, what was it? The Windsor.
Oh, Zion.
No.
I'm telling you, Zion was terrible because there were so many people there. And
Yes, but
she had a slight attitude because we weren't getting what she needed.
I'm not
And
a morning person.
All right, I'm a cheerleader at heart, so I'm trying to keep the motivation up, let's go, we can do this. And we got some incredible shots there, but we had to be really quick, discreet, but every rock, there was somebody around the rock. So we had to make sure that we weren't caught doing this, and
I was thinking more like climate temperatures, but yeah, I guess that was difficult because
you
there was
can't be
so-
where there's people, and
Yeah.
sometimes there's cars coming, and I will throw her some duck, kneel down like you're looking at something, quick, get behind that. We do a lot of that because right around the corner there's always somebody, and the dunes that I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about Colorado.
Yeah,
The
well,
Great Sand Dunes?
we had to get up early. We were there for the sunrise, and we were there probably by 5:30. And
Yeah, she was cool. She stuck it out. I got there way too early. The sun was not. The light was not. It was not giving light. It did not have
the
light.
one time we worried about light, she's like, we
Yeah.
just have to wait it out. And she was like, let's just go. No, we're not going. We came all this way. We're going to do it. Incredible pictures again. So, we don't spend a whole lot of time at each location, but when we are there, I'm going to stick it out until we get what we want.
Yeah, you tell Mom.
That's right.
That's
right.
That's right. She got my photos. Yeah. No, what I was saying was the flats, the Windsor. Was it? Yeah, the ones in Utah, not Moab.
Oh, the
but-
colorful ones?
Which one?
Those were cool too, but
No.
there was people everywhere, and she.
There's always people everywhere.
God, they won't leave us alone. No, you think you found a spot, and then the group of tourists come in.
Yeah.
You remember the painted mountains?
Yeah, the painted hills in Oregon.
okay.
That was tricky. Yeah, you have to yeah, that was tricky. All right, which one of you is more adventurous in picking locations? You'd be surprised. I'm pretty open to anything, but sometimes she's like, just do it, get out there. I'll be like, Mom, there's security. She's like, you can do it, go, strip. So
Well, again, I forget that technically can be against the law.
Yeah, we're so in our own world that we forget nudity is like crazy. So
It's
yeah.
not like at home she walks around with no clothes on.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of modest around
Yeah,
each other. But when we're in the zone, I don't
Yeah.
see her
Well,
as a naked body in front of me.
Yeah, she lived in Europe for many years, so that's yeah. I didn't even bring up that fact. Why this is a thing? Like, people are amused by this because she doesn't like nudity is not a big deal. So
Once you live in Sweden and France and you've toured Europe, nudity is no big deal. My parents visited me in Paris, France when I had my first son. And the commercials, the sides of the buses, everybody's nude. It doesn't matter. You feel as an American, I did, at least in Saint-Tropez on the beaches, you feel weird if you're wearing more than a thong. No top. You do. You feel weird. You feel like they're judging you. And I wish a lot of the Americans would actually take a trip to Europe and lighten up. And there you go.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
Agreed. Okay, so what were you saying? Let's just read. Okay, would you do a calendar shoot? Calendar shoot. I mean, yeah, we can make our photos like a calendar. I've been asked about making a book, or us making a book. I take a lot of credit, but it's a joint effort. She's the photographer. It's, we do everything. So, yeah, we would totally make a calendar. I think that would be a more realistic goal than a book. A book's intimidating. I wouldn't rule it out. We've done it. I think that was, I made a book when we first did our first road trip 3 years ago, and I never really put it out there. I only made a few copies, but I think since then our style has evolved and got a little more interesting. So maybe if you guys want to help us make a book, we'd like the help.
You know what I did want to bring up? Okay, I told you, we do shoot a lot of pictures. I shoot a lot of pictures of her, and she'll pick out the one she likes. She'll do whatever she needs to do to where she's happy with it. But a year or two will pass, and then she looks back at some old photos that she's never posted, and she goes, oh my God, that was fabulous. Why didn't I think that was good enough to post then? So that's why we have pictures that she posts now that are 2, 3 years old. They were never posted, but you see different things in them. The more we've gone.
I mean, I think for most of them, they understand that. Like, you guys probably look back on all your old shoots and you're like, oh yeah, I actually appreciate this now more, right? So, yeah, that's a thing.
No, I thought it was pretty incredible because, after you shoot all these pictures, you want her to like them. And then she goes, I just didn't like that one. Why? I really love that one. And then 2 years later, she'll post it, and I'm like, I told you that was a good one.
Right. I think early on when we started shooting, she would gravitate more towards the ones where I looked beautiful. And she didn't really get where I was coming from, where I didn't really care about that so much. And
yeah, she likes to look scary.
Yeah,
she
so
does.
now when she knows I look scary, she's like, you're going to love it. So she knows
a
what I'm
little
looking
quirky.
for.
She's very quirky.
Yeah.
Quirky?
Quirky's the
Quirky?
word. There you
Okay.
go.
When she looks quirky, I'll say, you're going to love that one. We got that one. You should be very pleased.
You know me so well.
I try. But yes, I did. I was all about, that's my pretty baby. I want her pretty. But that's not what she's going for. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Let's get silly.
Okay.
Let's turn ourselves into pretzels.
Exactly. So let's see. Have you been afraid of shooting artistic nudes with your daughter despite her professional artistic career? No, she's.
Are they calling me professional?
Uh,
You're so funny.
We're both pros.
I'm just trying to be a mom and make my girl happy.
Yes. She would. Saying it's like saying you're an artist. It's all subjective, I think, and she's a creative. She's an artist, so she.
But usually professionals get paid, right? She doesn't pay me.
You're hot.
Okay.
You're not a pro. You don't
From
deserve
what
any
I
money.
know is you're not a pro until you get money. So she's never paid me for all my work.
Which is where you guys come in. And if you want to donate to the Mom Photography Fund, you're paid with tears of tears of joy out of my eyeballs.
I know when she's happy, and yes, that is rewarding. So,
Yes, there you go.
but I still pay my bills by bartending, okay?
All right. Do you have any embarrassing Francis as a child stories? Oh, any funny stories of me?
Embarrassing, not funny. Embarrassing. Were you ever embarrassed?
You tell me.
I don't think so. She was a little shy. I
Yeah.
had her on the acting circuit there for a while, and everybody loved her, thought she was beautiful, but she was on the shy side.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about embarrassing because I wouldn't put my kids in that predicament, but not that I know of.
I'm sure I've had embarrassing moments. But
I
yeah,
know.
I was always super shy as a kid, and I'm honestly shy in my real life.
When we get together as a family, this one's quiet. The rest of everybody else in the family is very, very talkative. No problem with stories. Everybody's got humor in the family, but Amanda's our quiet one.
I'm funny too.
Yeah, she's funny.
Hi, Mom.
No, but she's more of a one-on-one. When we hang together, it's a lot of fun. But when you get all the family involved, they're kind of competing for the stage, you know? Everybody's got their own life, and they like to talk about it, and Amanda just sits on the sidelines and takes it all in. I'm telling it. I'm sorry, my bad. This one.
All right, let's just throw it out there. My real name is Amanda.
But her middle name is Francis.
Oh, God.
So she's
And
Amanda
my last
Francis.
name and my social security.
Well, I want them to understand why
Oh,
you're Francis.
gosh.
You know?
Okay.
Her name is Amanda Francis.
Okay, back to the question.
That's why I keep going, oops.
Have you ever shot in a haunted house?
No, haven't done that. Haven't done that.
No, not that we
no.
know of. I mean, any of the abandoned places that we shoot at might look abandoned. Or it
We-
might seem haunted, but...
Yeah. A lot of the old buildings and stuff, you know, people drive up and chase us off, but they are creepy and fun, and you got to be careful because there's walls falling down and nails everywhere. That, yeah. I
Scary.
know.
Ooh, you did for the
Daredevils.
art. No.
Daredevils.
All right, what advice would you both give to first-time models and photographers? As a professional photographer, what advice would you have to give?
I let Francis do her thing. I just aim and shoot and let her do her own thing.
Yeah.
The minute I try to say, could you just move your hand? Mom!
Yeah, it
Yeah.
messes up the flow. I
Yeah,
think
she's professional enough to know how to move, and all I have to do is click that camera and keep it going, or phone,
yeah,
and keep it going for her, and she can pick out the one she likes. But I just trust her to do her thing, and she
Yeah.
trusts me to catch the shot. And I can jump around like a monkey. I don't just stand there. I have to jump around, go up and down, because every photo is going to give her a different view. And what I thought was good may not work. And if that's all we had, then we threw that shoot away. So move around a lot, photographers, and let your models do their thing.
yeah. I think less direction is
Yeah.
better.
Because most models are probably practicing at home in front of their mirror, you know? And you give them the freedom and they don't feel so, don't give them too many directions. Don't tell them put their arm here, put their hand here. That's not what they want to hear.
Yeah. And this is all our dynamic. I mean, you guys do what you want, but
Right?
this is how we operate. Not telling
I
you what
do
to
me, she does her, and then that's how we get our
Yeah.
stuff.
Exactly. So. All right. A lot of Francis's shots are what I describe as just. Like, how do you say that word?
I don't know what that word is. Keep it simple,
Sorry.
guys.
Oh, damn it, don't be smart with us. What is the origin, or do I misinterpret? It's I think that's my preferred style, David. I think when we go on the road trips, I like to evoke that emotion. Is that redundant? I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot of being in a rural environment or just alone, and I think that's what you're getting at, kind of morbid, eerie, and that's what I resonate the most with. I don't know. I think...
And we can come up with some stories. I've heard this in her comments before. People want to know what the story is. Well, the stories come actually after. We don't have a story and want to go live it out.
Exactly.
You
We
know?
don't plan we honestly don't have a mood board. We don't have a planned thing. We just do what we feel and shoot whatever the environment has to offer. So it's really not planned out too much. So, it's like on, let's strip and go play and take some pictures. And
Well, there's stories. Every time I look at something, I come up with a story, and sometimes I get carried away. I'm sitting in the car, and she goes, "Enough, Mom," because I'm telling her that reminds me of this.
well, as any older individual
Older.
might do, they have stories. So
But no, we don't have the stories before. They always come after the shoot, and I'll say that's what this water
right,
pipe
she'll make
filter.
her own story up. She'll be like, "Ah, yes, this is what you were trying to say." I was like, "Is that what we had in mind the whole time?" So,
No.
all right, what was your first shoot working together like? So our first shoot was the road trip, and I think our first stop was somewhere up north past San Francisco. Was it the abandoned house? It was
Oh, it was the one with the creepy trees,
yeah,
the
it's
abandoned
the one
house.
I used to promote this live.
Yeah, that was
our
gold.
yeah. I think that was our first shot actually.
And it's when we had all the fires, so we had smoke. It's like we did this on purpose. We had smoke behind everything, and it was all creepy. We had this old tree that looked like it was dead. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
My first problem, I think, shooting those 2 weeks was Amanda was too small in all the pictures.
Can you
I'm just saying.
not use my name,
I'm
please?
sorry. Frances she was too small in all the pictures. I had her too far back, and I've learned since then that having the scenery, having the backdrop, that was all wonderful, but she needed to come closer because I needed to see more of her. Sometimes she's just a dot.
And I don't mind that though. I kind of like that.
Well,
That
I
look.
really wish people would have seen you in the tree. That was incredible. And I think
Yeah, I was
people
in there.
missed you.
No, you guys saw me. I was in that tree. You see me, right?
That was probably like one of our first shoots. That was the first
Yeah,
spot.
that was our
and
first
I
spot.
thought, this is what
Stinson
she's been
Beach?
wanting to do. Yeah.
So when she saw me just kind of go, it was, I don't know, how did you feel?
Well, when you started climbing the tree naked and wrapping your body around it, I went, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I just backed up further and further because I wanted to get the whole tree and everything, and I should have moved in a little bit. And the smoke from the fires, the great, wall of fire, everything was just fabulous. And all I had to do was take the shot. And yeah, that was
Took that shot.
well,
You got
I'm just
Mom.
saying it was an eye-awakening moment for me. This is what she's been trying to show me, and now I'm feeling it.
Yeah. So I think.
I got that feeling.
Yeah, you got that drug.
It is a drug. It is a
Yeah,
drug.
it is,
When she
totally.
brings it up, let's go here. Like, I won't have anything to do those 2 days. And she goes, well, I was thinking maybe we'll go over here. And I'm like, okay, it's
Yeah.
not about what's there. We'll find something.
Exactly. She'll just text me on her day off and be like, "You want to go shoot?" And I won't even have thought of it. I'm like, yeah, let's find somewhere to go. So
I think of all the times we've gone out on our adventures, there's been one trip, and that was recent, that there was a block in the road. We couldn't go
Yeah.
past it, and we didn't want to break any laws in LA. And
well, I think that's the problem with planning too much is these things happen and then you set yourself up for disappointment. So, I mean, you can't always just hit the road and see what you gotta, see what you want to see. But for this particular occasion, we had a set location in mind, and unfortunately, we couldn't get to it because there was a blockage in the road. So,
And the detour
Yeah.
was not impressive. There was nothing. Actually, that was the first day that we actually went out, and we got nothing that day.
yeah,
I mean, she bought me lunch, so it was all good.
I had to feed my help, So, yeah. Oh, we're famous. We are famous, Tony. What else? What else do we want to talk about?
Come on, guys, give us some questions.
Yeah,
Help us
some-
out. We've never done this before, as we've said, and it is kind of hard.
Yeah, you think it's going to be easy, but then
I'm
you
all
get on
caffeined
there.
up, too.
Oh my God, this one.
I've learned on the road trips, not too much caffeine because I will talk her ear off, and she's a quiet driver. She likes to drive. I don't. And
yeah. Well, I think when you're driving, it's like I'm driving too because she doesn't know what the GPS is. So it's like I have to be in the GPS. I'm still driving. I can't relax. So yes.
my mind goes off, and I'm thinking of other things, so I might miss a turn or two. But then she'll go, Mom, we were supposed to turn back there. Okay, well, we'll go and do an adventure here, and then we'll go back if we have to.
Easy going,
It's-
what I love about this lady. Just goes with the flow.
We're never on a time frame. We have a start and a we have a start and a finish. That's it. And you know, she will make out kind of a map. Like, okay, we're going to head north.
North. That's where we're going.
And then we're going to come back going south, and we're going to end up at our house. But other than that, you know, there's not a whole lot of planning going on. You know, that's when you get disappointed, because you've got this fantastic place. You really want to go there, and it's going to be great at this hour, and then it's surrounded by people. Dang it.
Damn, people. Hate those people. Always in our way. Gosh.
Oh, where was the waterfall? And that was perfect, because we got there.
Yes, we were in Oregon. I think the waterfall, I did a video. You guys have probably seen the video of the waterfall. But yeah, we got there early.
And it paid off.
No one was there, and then we were leaving.
It filled up, and thank God we got there. There was a couple of people watching us, but they were so cool and laid back in the back, just, you know, an older couple, and it was perfect. You run into some people that are super cool, and other ones you just don't want to even take a chance. But that was amazing. We had to go down.
We went down.
We did. We went down.
and then we went up.
And then we
went down.
No, you know what was a hike was Lake Tahoe. What was the name of that beach? The nude beach.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Everybody was naked. Nobody cared.
Yeah, she freaked out.
I didn't get naked, okay? Well,
it's weird because she sees me nude. She takes, obviously she's my photographer. And then we go to a nude beach, and there's nude people everywhere, and she's like, let's go. We gotta go. She's so freaked out. But I was like, yes, Mom, I'm naked too.
That's different. You're my girl. But when I saw them looking at us doing our thing, I felt like we were doing something wrong and we needed to get out of there. But, I mean, I took it all in stride. It was all right. I mean...
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. It still surprises me that you were so uncomfortable.
No, it's because you had fans coming up to us. Fans. They stalked us. She was posting that we were at, was it?
It was a nude beach.
Okay. Anyway, they showed up and they got into the program, so they were naked too.
I appreciate all your support. Thank you guys. Moving on. I think earlier someone asked what does the rest of our family think of what we do? Our huge family.
Oh, Lord. You know what? They're very supportive in their own way. I have another daughter that she was a model as well. Now she's raising babies, and she's 100% cheerleader for Francis.
Thanks, GM.
You know, it's like it depends on actually where they are. My mom, she loves what my daughter does. She loves it. She's very supportive, and she's probably going to work with us. We're going to do a 3-generation shot.
Yeah, so this came up when we were in Mississippi. I think, about a month ago. And, you know, I told you guys I was kind of seeing how my mom's comfort level was with shooting nude. And then I asked my grandma, and she was game. So.
Yeah, she's all in because, you know what? At 82, she's thinking, live now. Just go for it. It took her a while to get on board, and I told her, I said, look, if you don't want to be a part of this world, then there's so much that you're not going to be a part of, because this is what we're doing.
If you don't want to be naked with us,
no.
Just move it along. You're missing out.
No, she gets it now because she's observed us in action. We've worked on the property, like where she lives. She lives on a lake house, and we've worked the pier, and we've worked the lawnmower, and we've been all over.
Worked it, baby.
I'm telling you, we've been all over that property shooting pictures, and she's watching from the patio, and she sees.
She wants in on that fun.
I do. I think
I
she
want
wants
to
to
get
be
on
a part
that
of us.
lawnmower naked too.
And let me tell you, she's got a really cute behind. So I think this is going to be good. We're going to do a three-generation shoot, maybe in November, because that's when I'm planning on going back again, and maybe Amanda will tag along.
Just stop, lady.
What?
You're using my name.
Oh, okay, Francis. Whatever.
Just don't say my name.
Okay, my God. This person.
Total fail.
I'm sorry. I was never supposed to say her real name. What difference does it make?
No, it doesn't make a damn
I'm sorry.
Any more questions?
Any
Let's
horror photo shoot stories?
Any horror photos? Like horror? Like
creepy.
Like,
maybe
did we
got
get
scared. Nobody's ever come after us. No.
She was horrified by naked men.
They were just too close, okay? They were just far too close. They needed to back away. No, that was just, I don't know. You know, that's why I said I don't know if I could ever do it because chills come across me and what I think I could do, I don't know. I don't know. It takes a special person to do what she does.
Yeah.
It really does. Not everybody can do it. Give yourself a little credit. This one, she doesn't give herself enough credit. I keep explaining to her. No, it's true.
Right. Well,
I keep explaining to her that not everyone can do what you do. Not every model can get in front of the camera and the photographer can just aim and shoot and move around and you get fabulous pictures. Fabulous. But she's worked hard. This is how many years you've been doing this?
Oh,
I don't want to give away her age.
I already gave away my age.
Okay. Well, she started in her teens and she's been going full blast since then. So
16 years?
16 years, you learn a little something, something.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, something, something. All right. Let's see. Send me your video.
I look like I'm reading. I can't even see that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ron. You're sweet. What else? What else do you guys want to know? I don't want to make this too long.
As a photographer, you just got to wing it. I'm just saying, sometimes you have that sun behind you and it blanks out your camera and you can't see. Don't wait for the perfect shot. Just start clicking. I'm serious.
Terrible advice.
Well, I'm just telling them. You know what? Sometimes I get that.
This is how we do it.
I'm just saying, half the time I'll get half of her body in the clip because it's all, I can't see. I can't see.
She really can't. The sun, just click, click, click. This is how we do it.
I'll tell her, I said, do you want to try to look and see what I got? See if we got anything? And she will say, no, we got something there.
Yeah,
Good.
move it along. You only need a few good shots. Creepy crawlies. Any bugs or
yeah, lots of bugs.
She's just really afraid of snakes. We were in Aspen, and I was shooting by the water with some rocks, and I saw a snake, and oh my god,
I don't like snakes, okay? And this year I've had my fill of snakes. No, don't like snakes.
Yeah.
Not into it. Spiders, roaches, we don't care. Abandoned buildings.
They're props, they add to the eeriness and the creepiness.
Yeah, none of that. Dirty. The dirtier it is, the better.
Tell me more.
Rusted. Yeah,
yes,
rust is good. Old plows and old farm stuff that's rusted and falling apart. I'm like, get up there, straddle that.
She seriously does. I'm like, Mom, it's kind of high. No excuses. Get up there.
Okay. My Frances was a gymnast. She was an incredible gymnast, and I know what she can do. It's not like I'm being naive. I know what she can do. Get up there, turn yourself into a pretzel, and let's get this shot.
This is my mom. Yes.
And you'll thank me later. Bottom line.
Yes, they will. They will thank you. Yeah.
Favorite places to shoot at? Any repeat places?
Yeah. The whole West Coast trip up to Washington, which we'll probably combine Canada with that. There was so much to see, and we skated through those. We almost feel guilty at times because we don't take the time to appreciate where we are, and I feel bad saying this, but we kind of abuse. I don't want to say that. I say that.
Well, we feel like we're in work mode. I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in work mode, and then once in a while I say, man, do we really need to stop and look at this waterfall? It's not about just getting
I
into
know. I'm bad at that. I'm like, oh, we got it. Let's go. She's like, well, do you want to see where we are? I'm like, now let's go.
I get the shot. She takes her phone. She's looking at it. And I'm like, why don't you turn around and look at the waterfall? Not just where your foot placement's going to be and your face is in the log.
All right. Don't give yourself too much credit.
No, but it's true.
I feel like you're an angel over here. You're just as quick as me to get out
We
there.
are very quick. We are very quick. We don't take a lot of time. We'll stop a million times during the day, seriously. We'll stop, we'll take some shots, we'll get back in. Oh, and when you're in snow, you can get, the snow. I was like, take off those boots. Walk without your boots.
Yeah.
She's
like,
like,
Mom, it's cold. My feet are
suck it
terrible.
up. Suck it up. You got this. You'll appreciate it later. Now, there's some shots of her, and she does have her Uggs on, and I'm like, God, I wish she didn't have those on because this would have been incredible.
Yeah.
It's still
clothes. They always ruin the shot. You
They
guys
kind of
know?
do. They really do. Get naked already.
Okay. How How long do we shoot in a day? Both morning and dusk. It just depends.
It depends on where we are.
We definitely try to get shots in the morning because the light and
less people.
And then I think for that feeling of we've actually been productive and we've gotten something. So if we don't find anything the rest of the day, then we're
depends on when Amanda gets hungry. Okay, if we shoot a lot in the morning and she's like, "We got enough for today." Okay, let's go eat.
Yeah,
let's go eat.
And then we can
because one thing about being naked is you don't want to have a pot belly.
All right, Mom, stop! Stop! We are accepting all body types. Stop it. Anyway.
Okay, my bad. I'm just talking about our situation. We're not talking about the rest of the world. We're talking about...
Okay, anyway, is it easier to shoot in extreme cold or extreme heat?
Well...
What do you prefer? I mean, for me... Ooh.
Cold, I can just put on clothes. we were shooting, where were we at? The Pines.
Yeah, Pine Mountain Club.
We were shooting there. I was all bundled up. I was toasty. It was wonderful. And Amanda's in the middle of the road. The snow's 10 feet tall on each side with beautiful pine trees. And she's like, in the middle of the street, tied her legs up.
Yeah,
and it was 16 to 19 degrees the whole time we were there.
Was it that cold?
It was that cold. And
Fahrenheit.
But you got to remember, our mind. I'm covered, but I think because her mind is on we're doing.
Yeah, a lot of you creatives, when you're in that
mindset,
nothing really bothers you. Yeah, it could be uncomfortable, but you're so focused on creating that you just numb to anything that might be uncomfortable. Like normally, I hate being dirty. I hate creepy things.
Yeah, I don't like to be too hot or too cold, but when we're doing that,
you just get in there, make it work.
The only time she's really told me no is I wanted her to get on a big, huge stump. And she's been wanting to get on top of her head. And I was like, do a headstand on that stump. And she's like, Mom, it's full of ice. So, I want... So
do a headstand on that ice and break your neck.
I ended up getting a froggy pose, which was just as good, but she couldn't keep her balance because it was too slippery because it was full of ice. That's how cold it was.
Why I'm crazy. It comes from her.
But we're trying to do things that, maybe nobody has seen in a while or never seen. And you got to be creative. You got to think outside the box. Yeah.
I like that. What's one place you'll never shoot at? Never ever. Oh.
I don't think never's in the vocabulary.
I don't know that word. Never? What does that mean?
I don't know. If it looks good, we do it.
Yeah, I guess we'll be a place that has kids. I try to be mindful.
Well, yeah, you want to be discreet. You don't want other people to feel uncomfortable, and we do not look for public places with a lot of people. I mean,
well, we don't intentionally.
We don't intentionally. Sometimes it happens, but like the dunes, we walked way away from everyone else, and we were there before the sun came up. We were there before they were charging for parking.
Just we try to be mindful of that. I mean, we don't want to. We get that nudity is not cool with everyone, but we don't understand it. But we get it.
Well, sometimes you kind of forget.
Yeah.
And
we don't want to traumatize any kiddos.
She reminds me more than I think about it. She's like, Mom, we can't do that. Why? Get out there. Let's go. And she goes, no, we'll get caught. And I go, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, this is not cool for some.
Let's see. Do you find a studio stifling after the outdoor shoot? I don't think that's our thing.
I've never done studio.
I think our appeal is our is our road trips and our random places. I don't think that's our niche. Like, I think for us, it's more about capturing the environment versus maybe some art nudes or figure art nudes at the studio background. So. No.
Going back to when we started, it was just a road trip to see states we had never seen. It was COVID, so we were going up to the, Montana and the Dakotas and everywhere that we always wanted to be, but we never had the chance.
Always wanted to go to North Dakota.
I did.
My life's dream.
I wanted to see South Dakota. I want to see all the states. I want to check them all off. Been there, seen it, and it turned into a photo shoot. It was more about, let's go there and get you in front of that, not like a tourist shot, but an artistic shot. And that's where this all started,
Yeah,
It wasn't like she says, Mom, I want you to be my photographer.
Yeah,
I was like,
let's go in the garage and set up a makeshift studio.
no, I've been taking pictures of this one since she was born, and they never appreciated me, never. But now that we're doing this, now my other daughter, who's not doing much modeling anymore because she's a full-time mom, she says, well, why didn't you do that for me? Nobody asked me. She asked me. So that's why I do it.
Ask and you shall receive.
That's right. It's hard for me to say no as a mama. Do you see this face? Do you see this face? Can you ever see me saying no to her?
It's possible. Cemeteries. I mean,
We've done cemeteries.
Have
Remember the
we?
deer?
we didn't shoot there. We just admired deer.
Oh,
in the
there was
cemetery.
deers all over the cemetery, but it was in the middle of a kind of a busy neighborhood. But it would have been incredible. We should have come back at night. We should
There's
have.
cemeteries everywhere. We'll get a shot. I think. Yeah.
Not with deer all over it. I mean, that's the thing. I get crazy. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
so what? There's
she
houses.
gets into this shooting stuff, man. Like, she's passionate. So, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
It means a lot. Yes, places. Oh, hey. Oh, look who joined.
Hey, Glimmery.
Okay, don't say
Oh,
it.
my bad.
Lady.
Am I not supposed to say it? I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this. Wave.
Do you both work with other models on shoots? I have shot with other models, with other
She's
photographers.
my one and only.
I am her only model.
That's
and
it.
I am honored. So you guys can't hire her. You can contribute to the mom photography fund,
Please.
but you can't hire her. She's mine. So no, she hasn't. I mean, she shot my sister throughout the years.
Not in modeling, gymnastics, cross
Yeah,
country,
but I guess in
cheerleading.
photography, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have so much video. VHS tapes. Oh my God, hours and hours. So, yeah, but self-taught.
Yeah, she is. She knows how to work that iPhone, man. Yeah, so, but I definitely shot with other models, as you guys probably have seen. Not with her, though.
No.
Haven't. I think, no.
No, I've never shot anybody else. This is it.
Yes, any newbies would like to ask us questions? I don't know why she's writing that on here. It's okay.
Okay, so she's texting us.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So yes. Anything else you guys want to know? I'm drawing blanks. I'm sure there's a lot of other things I could think of later, but this is our dynamic. This is how we roll, and it's really not that complicated. It's very easy breezy and shoot whatever we feel like shooting.
Luckily, she's really laid back, and I do know most of the time when to keep my mouth shut because Frances needs her quiet time.
I guess. I'm an introvert. I need her to shut up once in a while. I need my downtime. And when you're sleeping in a car with someone for over a week, you just, you don't talk for like 4 hours when you're driving, and then, we never argue. We don't fight, but we just have our silent moments.
But we both are in our phones, and that keeps the peace,
Always be on your phone.
And be on your phone.
If you learned anything from this,
well,
never put your phone down.
And when we do go to sleep, while we're on the road, she's on her phone looking at all the pictures. I'm out. I play a few card games, and I'm out, because I know we're getting up early, and we have to get on wherever we're going to go before everybody else does. Yellowstone was fun.
We didn't get any shots at Yellowstone. It was too busy.
I know. It was too busy, but it was incredible. Highly recommend go to Yellowstone. 28 degrees at night, okay?
Yeah, that was a cold night. When
Yeah.
you're in your car.
You gotta time it right, okay?
That's why we do these trips in the spring and the fall.
We don't go anywhere in the summertime. Yeah, no. That's why I'm saying maybe in November we can do some more states along with going back to Mississippi, but you gotta watch your timing, especially if you're gonna do the whole car thing.
Yeah. It says, have you two always been this tight or have gotten more bonded as of recent? Have we always been this close? I don't, you know, I always thought she was my mom and my friend, but definitely since we've started shooting the past 3 years, this is like a whole new level of mom friendship going on. Like, no, I mean, we've always been close. But this is something really, really special.
Well, if she would have told me years ago, Mom, I want to take off all my clothes and I want you to take pictures of me, I wouldn't have understood what she wanted from me, because that's not what I do. And guess what I do now? She takes off all her clothes and I take pictures of her. But it doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel anything different than if she was in clothes. In fact, I think the shots are so much better when you don't have to involve accessories. You know, like panties and bras.
Oh, those are just a nuisance. Who wants those in your life? We're basically just taking the easy way out.
I know, there's so much thought that has to go into regular photos when you have to worry about...
When photographers ask for wardrobe, it's just like, oh gosh, can't we just shoot nudes? I'm sure most of you models, if you're watching, can agree with that. Wardrobe's a pain in the butt. But, alright, favorite Eastern Sierra locations. That was when we were coming down from Tahoe. What did you like the most?
Eastern?
Yeah.
Oh, the Sierras, yes.
On our drive, what did you like? That day was jam-packed. We drove from Lake Tahoe all the way to LA in one day.
But we also did the whole circle of the lake and stopped off and did shoots everywhere.
Yeah, we did Mona Lake.
I like the nude beach.
Fossil
Our
Falls.
pictures
No, in the
there.
Eastern Sierra, so like go down, like south. Remember when we left?
Yeah, the Mona Lake was incredible.
Mono?
I don't even know she's the one that does that geology. She knows where we're going. She does most of the driving. She let me drive 8 hours in one day because we didn't have any place to stop. But most of the time she's doing all the driving because I make her nervous. I do. I'm sorry. I thought I was a good driver, but I make her nervous. And I do not like to drive.
Yeah, I mean, Mona Lake was nice. There's so much to see over there, as you guys know. That whole strip is a jackpot of shooting locations.
And that was easy. Although there was people everywhere, you can simply just go around a big, whatever those things were. Where they
The
salt?
tufas.
The tufas?
The tufas.
You can go around there and just nail a shot. And like I said, we never take a long time doing this. We don't set it up. She just gets out there and starts moving, and I go click, click, click. Changing location, I go changing positions. I move 10 feet to the side.
Most of the time, I don't even hear you say that.
Oh, really?
That must
No,
be
I will
pretty
tell you,
wrong.
at the beginning, because I needed her to know when I was doing it, I was going click, click, click. The next time we went out, the next trip, she goes, okay, don't say click every time you...
Throws off my... When I'm feeling the environment, you throw me off and I'm like, click. What?
Okay, we have a lot to learn, but we've come a long way. A long way.
No. Any favorite nude beaches? We've only shot at...
We've only shot at one. I mean, this is the U.S., so we're looking for nude beaches. Oh, no, we went to another one where... Remember that?
In Oregon.
Yeah, that was kind of cool,
She
but...
got traumatized again.
I got traumatized.
You know, don't walk by this lady naked if you're a man. It's like, goodness.
Well, I guess if they weren't paying so close of attention to what we were doing,
She
you know?
doesn't like, despite her taking photographs of me nude, when she sees spectators look at me, she gets so defensive. She's, what are you looking at over there, huh?
I want them
My
to
daughter you're looking at.
appreciate I want them to appreciate the shot after we've done it. I want them to appreciate it like I do, and when I feel like they're checking her out in a sexual way, I get all mommy-fied. I just want to go after them, and they wouldn't know it, but I'm like, okay, let's move along. Let's move to a different place. And she goes, what's going on? I said, I just don't like it here. I want to move along.
Yeah.
So I am still very protective, you know.
I mean, I'm sure you guys have observed from any shots that I tag her. Yeah, when I tag Mom, that's just Mom, and she doesn't have an Instagram, so that's all there is to it, really. But yeah, the goal is never to sexualize me, and in most of my shoots, I try not to be sexy. It's not something I really resonate with. That flirty kind of allure. It's just not something, it's cheesy and stupid to me. But I'll do it, you know. If you want to hire me, I'll put on a show for you. But it's not something I willingly would do for fun. This is all for fun, all in exchange for creative and reasons. There's no financial exchange or.
No, there's not.
Hey, going back for me, you can pay me too, you know.
Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to pay you. No, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this to see her happy, and she gets more photos for her portfolio to show you guys what she can do.
Yeah.
And
people below.
yeah, and then after that first 2 weeks, and she started getting invites to go to different places. Basically, photographers realize she will travel. She will travel. Now she does road trips, and she goes to photographers. What?
That was nice. That was nice. That was a very supportive thing you said. Thanks, Mom. That's all.
Okay.
Any other questions? We're losing people. We're not interested.
I get defensive at a shoot.
That's not a question.
That's not a question.
Yeah, right, Jed? Stand up for your models. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to... Where do you think this is going to take us? You think we have more trips in store, probably one in the fall, and...
We definitely want to do the East Coast. We got to wait for the weather to be right, and I got to take off of work.
Yeah.
But the East Coast, we got to do more homework because we don't know the East Coast. I don't know the East Coast at all. We've never gone there to take pictures.
You guys have snow there. We don't know about snow.
Well, we're not going during the snow. If we're sleeping in the car.
Mom, just suck it up, man. Just do what you gotta do for the shot.
Hey, we slept in 28 degrees, okay? It was cold. We do suck it up.
She's a trooper.
But as far as the future, Amanda's liking what she's doing, and if I can contribute to that, then so be it, you know?
Yeah, Maine. Yeah, we'll go to Maine. Get some lobster. Some lobster in Maine. All right, you guys, if you have no more question, live in van. No, I tried that. We know how that went, Glimmery. Lasted 2 weeks.
Less is more. If we're in our small little Honda Fit or my little Toyota, that's all we need.
License plate number 05.
I'm just trying to express to them that we don't need a whole lot to do what we do. And, you know, you have too much to deal with. We don't need to go to a campsite, you know.
Yeah, no, we do road trips and sleep at rest stops or, you know, just stealth parking in neighborhoods. And that's what we do. Take showers or don't, you know. Might not shower for a week. Brush our teeth. Walmarts have been really good to us.
Thank you, Walmart.
Hey,
we appreciate
Walmart.
you. We really
like
do.
your bathrooms and they're open late.
And their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they have all kinds of amenities. Oh, the luxuries in life. Alright, I guess that's it, you guys. Yes, we will probably do another live stream. Maybe it'll be a little more organized, have more thought-provoking answers for you, because we're still nervous and we don't really know how these operate. So thank you all for your questions and helping us out with guiding our live.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.